the picture of what's going on, we sometimes can quietly. But I want to assure you, it will take you by surprise. There's a whole lot of people, yes, because somebody told me the other day that a man called Doubting Thomas seems to be a father of some of our people. I don't know, but I am seeing it. I'm seeing it in so many dimensions. But the truth of the matter is this: no matter how much we have them, of course, if Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, yes, the historical account, could tell us that in 12 there's Judas. You understand what I mean? The man who knows how to make money. Owo, according to this Yoruba people. Of course, if there is Judas in 12, well, no matter what we do, we must surely see a reflection. Yes, a reflection of that nature. It will continue, but again, we are not scared, because indeed and in truth, what will be according to divine determination, the divine design of God Himself, we will get to the terminal point. That is the point where we will all acknowledge that there is light at the end of the tunnel. And so we're not shaken. We have borrowed from our forefather, yes, Abraham. We have borrowed from his faith, and indeed we will walk in the footprint of David, footprint of Solomon, and not to their, but we will borrow so many of their attributes, those that are great, those that made them, of course, to be prominent and prolific in their, of course, what they are doing or what they've done in this life. They've continued to manifest. There are a lot of Davids today, and there are a lot of Solomon today, and so we have them in our midst. That's what I'm trying to, of course, make you understand. And so if you are one of those Biafrans who have come to do this duty, this call, this clarion call to deliver nothing but restoration of Biafra, our people are special breed. They are special chosen people of God. But again, I have always said to people, to whom much is given, much is expected. And so if you know you have a responsibility, please make sure you in fact discharge that onerous responsibility very, very well, without any dent of of doubt. So make sure you understand your job, make sure you understand your call, make sure you're doing what God has called you to do. Don't just do because others are doing. We do not do that here in BRM. I can assure you, when they begin to talk, you will hear that we do not copy people. We remain original. We try to do so many things very diligently, and of course, with due care. We combine all this, recognizing that in this life we live, it is multifaceted, it is of course multidimensional, and we cannot, as the matter is right now, neglect all this very critical, important factor, very, very demanding factor, and begin to do anyhow. It has and must be done in a way that will enable us to maximize, no matter what's going on, maximize our opportunities, our God's given talent, our God-given opportunities. Like one of my friends would tell me, he said, this opportunity, they come when they knock on your door. He said, when the opportunity knock on your door and you fail to utilize it, the opportunity will carry its load, will carry everything it came with, more so, the goodies that were meant for you. He is going to carry that, and guess what? Go to the next doorstep to go and knock. And by the time you wake up, maybe your neighbor is now enjoying the goodies, the mede of that opportunity, and you begin to complain and indeed be very jealousy of your neighbor. But indeed, the opportunity came to you first. But you, in your how do I put it? In your dull moment, in your, some of our people are in their slumber stage. So in your own slumber, you decide to have your sleep and doze very well and, snore. And then the opportunity had the snoring and come to the conclusion that you are in a very deep sleep, maybe dead. But sometimes, dead people will rise. And so he will now decide to proceed to the next compound. Guess what? You've lost that. It's gone. And some of these things When they go like that, they are gone forever. Forget it. Don't even bother yourself. It has come and it has gone. And so you don't need to stress yourself. All you need to do is to, if I want to use the word, if you have realized, of course, the nature of things, the nature of what has happened to you, you need to wake up from your slumber at that point in time. And that's exactly what we are doing. We are waking our people to make sure they are no longer in deep sleep, so that they will not be among the 5 virgins that, of course, will be having their distant sleep when the bridegroom will, when the bride will come. And so we need to understand all these things and follow up with all these opportunities. Seize them if need be. Because I must be honest to you, freedom is not given. Freedom is taken. It cannot be given to you. Who will give you freedom? Your suppressor. How? That's why I always tell people, Britain did not give people independence. Go and check. If you're doubting me, go and read. I read something that baffled me. How Awolowo has been wriggling, how Awolowo has been playing some ping pong. One of our brothers sent a message to me, and when I saw it, I was, wow. And a lot of connections immediately started to spring up. I realized that Awolowo has been on this issue of playing games for a long while. Many of us do not even know. They hid somebody. According to one story I listened to, they said the so-called professor who was there when Awolowo and Ojukwu had a talk, they decided not to mention the man's name, but I will tell you who that man is. Go and check, because I made a very, very extensive research to pick up that guy. That guy is Professor Aluku. Yes, Yoruba have been hiding this man. I do not know why I am still, or I'm yet to come to terms why his name is being kept. By the way, they do not want you to understand the history, because they have a lot of dirty things in those history. That's why they are even scared of their shadow. They are running away. But guess what? No one has succeeded in running away from shadow. And so instead of them focusing on the substance, which is the people, they are focusing on the shadow. And unfortunately, it will not help anybody. It has never ever helped anybody in the past. No matter where you are coming from, it has never helped. And so we are urging everyone, begin to research, begin to go back to history, to understand what has happened, so that you will appreciate the level of what's going on now. What you see happening in today's Nigeria did not, I want to repeat, did not start from today or just yesterday. Yes, it's been long. Yes, it's been long. They sometimes try to play on your intellect by trying to confuse you with these histories. Let's pray and go to our panel, because a lot of people are seated. We will be looking at the news from the lighter mood side. We just look at them, and our people will give their own intent. But we want you to help us with the news. You tell us what is going on in your area. Call us and tell us what's going on. But make sure it's something that is relevant, because I know some people will begin to call and begin to say something that is not relevant. Don't forget, respect is reciprocal. I have to say this because in some situation our people don't recognize that it takes two to tango. Yes, if the thing is to work, there must be left and right. There must be, up and down. There must be all that, in terms of two. And so if you will or can oblige us with news, we will be very grateful to you, and we will like to learn from you and what's going on around your own area. Let's pray and go to our platform. But don't forget to tell others that Radio Biafra International is live. Also, go to our website, go to our Facebook, and share, of course, the news that we are live at this point in time. Go there and share that we are live. And as you do that, God will bless you. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for your own special grace, for making it possible for us to come at this hour, at this moment, for us to preach the gospel which you, O Lord, has ordained and commissioned your people to go and carry out and execute. And so that's what we are doing. As we do this, O Lord, even those at home, we do know they are in pains, they are in trouble, they are in all form of poverty, they are in all form of suppression, intimidation, death seems to be their own, their own portion. But Lord, we have rejected them. We have rejected them because the enemy, we do know, which you are fully aware, is going to, of course, take account of his own, his own deeds. And so you will bring him to book at your own time, but you will give us the power to continue to push them back, to continue to manifest our destiny, even before them, in the presence of our enemies. And we are saying, thank you for all your blessings. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for inspiring, of course, giving us all it takes, the patience, the wisdom, the understanding, to continue to walk tirelessly, notwithstanding the challenges, the trouble, all the things that make it look like it's not doable. We want to say, oh Lord, thank you, and remain our director, our El Shaddai, our Elohim, our Adonai, our all-in-all creator of all created. We worship you now and forevermore, we pray. Amen. Thank you, brothers and sisters. Thank you, friends, well-wishers. Don't forget, particularly those who are in United States of America and those who are in Canada, make sure you send the text. Yes, just text them. Text them the number they could dial. No charge, and they will connect to Radio Biafra International. That number is +1 701 801 1125. Very sweet. +1 701 801 1125. Just send that number to anybody in Canada, anybody in United States of America. That's your job. That's your rule. Make sure you do your job. Do it. You will, be happy. You will be glad you did. And so if you're in United Kingdom, where they have the monarch, where they have the woman, you need to understand Britain has the number +44 33 06 06 1382. Yes, Britain, you can send the number to all your friends, well-wishers, even your enemy. Yes, send it to them. +44 33 06 06 1382. That number will help them to join us. Otherwise, send them to go and search Radio Biafra International on the Google. They will see a whole lot, a plateau of listening directory. They can join. They can download, what they call it, the TuneIn app, or they download our own app, whichever one that is accessible to you. We are very, very free with all this. We want you to join us in all these connections we are directing you to. Once you join, we want you as well to contribute. Call us when we open the the calling section to make your contribution. Let me quickly go to our people from our veteran Ahame Flokando, who is well seated. We are very grateful to him. The other time he said something very, very inspiring, and you need to understand that a man who has seen the two sides of the wall is far better than one who has seen just only one side, just like you. And so maybe like my own self, sometimes we have to be very, very raw, and that's how it is, and that's the truth. We will continue to say that, and we are calling on him, veteran Ahame Flaukando, to go ahead and welcome our people on today's Friday. We will be playing some shots. I want everybody to listen. We will see how everything works out. Ahame Fla, go ahead. Thank you very much. Good evening, sir. Hello, sir. Can you hear me? Yeah, I'm not getting any signal. I want to believe we are well connected to Maza Hamif Rokando. Sometimes this is the case. There will be some, obstacles somewhere along the road. But not getting to him, Hamif Rokando, our veteran for this time around, not being available. We will go to Mazi Zebedi Korea. Mazi Zebedi Korea, I hope you are listening. I hope you are readily available for you to, of course, say to our people, you have to come on right away. Mazi Zebedi Korea, thank you very much. May God bless you, Zebedi Korea.
Greetings, my brother and Emene Ogadreganama. Omo Biafra, Ogadronamo, Ebo, again, and I'm medical hereke, our parliament, not here, because we have already Biafra. And today, I think I'm worried with Biafra. Please take over.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mazi Korea, Zebedia. Of course, yes, he's an Igbo man and Igbo to the core. He has been doing wonderful things for people in different shapes and form. And so we thank him. Let's go to, the man I call Ichedike Chinanwata Ejiofor. Of course, he has been another, yes, if you like, towering Colossus. As far as this struggle is concerned, I have to be very, very, very honest to you. It's one man you can call many people. Yes, it's one man. Go ahead, Ichedike Chinanwata Ejiofor. Go ahead. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, you are so kind, my brother. Thank you so much for what you do and what you do for your people. I greet Biafrans and I greet them in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. I greet Biafrans with the name of our forefathers who has actually fought gallantly to make sure that our posterity and our land is preserved for us. I come to thank our people and everyone else in between who will help us get Biafra. Because Biafra is our destiny. And that destiny, we have to be open-hearted and open-minded in grabbing it and seizing it and telling the world, here we come. Thank you again, my brother Nemene, and I stand by.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go back to our veteran, Mazia Hamef Rokando. Of course, to see if that obstacle has been cleared. We hope, because indeed we will be hearing from him. It's one veteran with us. Hamef Rokando, go ahead, sir. Good evening. I hope this bottleneck has been buried. Go ahead. Hello, sir. I think we have overcome, but it looks like there's still some difficulty. I'll try to see if I can hook him up through another line. Sometimes, yes, that's what we encounter in this. And so let's quickly delve into the matter of today. I will be bringing him at some point. Yes, it looks like we're getting some noise, but it's not so prominent. Mazia Hamef Rokando, if you're hearing us, go ahead and speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, yes.
Very good. Mazanaman, I really thank you for this week's session. Thank you, and thank you, members of the panel and the listening audience. We are all thanking you. We are a great day again today for disseminating information, encouraging you to learn to work together, because I tell you, we're getting closer to the day God will emancipate us. God is doing it himself. It is not what we are doing that God's time is what we are observing. All we are doing is to be used as instruments to accomplish God's will on earth. Nothing is going to make us to continue staying with this people called the Fulanis in Nigeria. I have to say this because I was having done some research on this whole thing. You find out that these are people who do not want to be at peace with anybody. They're just after themselves. They are after taking your things, just like Ali Baba and 40 thieves that we were hearing in the years ago. That's exactly what they are. And besides, they are the Ali Babas and the 40 thieves. That's what they are. So say it because they have also said that they are not lax. Okay? So that is why the British found them very comfortable to be used to kill. And that's why they can kill like, oh my God, I was watching a video yesterday. I was crying. I'm sorry to say that, but the kinds of things that happen in Nigeria, I say it is worse than a zoo. A zoo is where you are controlled. This is wild, wild west, where animals are at liberty to do what they are supposed to do, killing and eating, and they can even eat their children and so on. That's exactly, I saw this. A Fulani using a machete and striking somebody dead. Blood was flowing and people were walking by as though nothing was happening. God will never forgive these Fulanis in this world and in the next world. And because of it, we are not going to subject our children to this type of brutality, staying together with these animals that the British fomented. God forbid, if it will take our last blood, we are going to make sure that it's not going to happen. We are going to remain an independent country. All we are asking our people, try to learn. It's unfortunate that some of our people have still not understood what is going on because they treat them, they say it's politics. That is no politics. That is ethnic cleansing. That's what is going on in Nigeria. And I want you all to understand that the Western world will not come to help you. We must help ourselves. So we are calling upon the whole of the South, the Middle Belt, and now the Hausas who have come to the full realization of what we are collectively experiencing. Let us work together and get these Fulanis out of Nigeria. That's all I can say to you. We cannot continue living with these people. They are animals, worse than animals, brutal animals. That's what they are. So, whatever we are talking about in this radio station, we are going to continuously let our people, especially the gullible ones who are still not understanding what is going on. Money is not everything. And remember, even the money we were talking about is the money that was taken from our land, and they're using it to bribe you, giving you peanuts if you are dancing towards it. Why don't you say, I will starve, but I must be saved? That's what we want our people to be thinking about. Thank you, Master Nemena. And we are looking forward to a beautiful day today. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, and God bless you also. Of course, what he said, yes, I think I came across that video, and what can I say? What can I say? It goes a long way to tell you that more is about to come. Fulanis have no place, no single place in the whole of that place they called Nigeria today. But hear me, you begin to ask, but they are in Nigeria. They are the president. They are now ruling. They are the everything. They are, from the chief judge to chief prosecutor. What they call that? Attorney General. Yes, all of them. They are Fulani. You understand? And then when you go to the northern states, all the emirs, they are Fulani. But as at 1804, nobody. Before 1804, nobody, no one is called Fulani around the whole of this place. So you can think about this. It's about 200 and something years now. So let's be very factual. And so you can imagine somebody who came, stayed 200 and something years, maybe 201 or 203 or 4 years, and now has been able to sack, I mean, what percentage? They have about 4%. Let's give them 5%. 5% of the whole so-called Nigeria, including, I said, including the Fulani that is on their way coming, including those ones. And guess what? They are in charge. Now you may begin to ask, how come? I have always mentioned something, but people don't pay attention. There's a concept. There's a very, very powerful concept. You need to go and study it. It's called the Pareto principle. People don't understand this. They think it's something you can take lying down. No! That is what governs this earth. Go and check. Pareto principle. In companies, you may have noticed this. There are big, massive, big companies. If you go there, you go in those companies. Let me be very conservative. If they have 5 CEOs or 1 CEO and other portfolio in terms of, I call chief information officer, chief this, chief that, all the C's. If you put them together, I'm being honest to you, their salary is times 2 or 3 of about 4,000 staffs or 3,000 staffs down the ladder. You know why? It's called Pareto principle. You understand? The more you go higher, the lesser the stress, but the more the juice. You understand? Okay, right. And so in the same arrangement, fewer groups, most times, what they have gained in strength, they lose in number. You know, I told you, it takes 2 to tango. I said, I want to repeat, because some people don't learn from all this, the wisdom of this life. What you gain in number, you will lose it in strength. When you gain in strength, you lose it in number. Do you understand something? Okay, the Fulanis are the smallest, but I can tell you something. They are the Rottweiler. They are the fox. They understand the game. They took over and, of course, had alignment with their master and their like. They call them British, the Britain. You know those people? They want to go away from, what they call that? European Union. You know, they want to move away from, how did I do that? I don't even know how to do it. And even as they're moving away from European Union, there's another one they call, what they call that one again? That wants to move away from the, they are good people, they are human beings. We are animals. According to them, you understand? They know what is good for themselves. And at the same time, their brain is too much. They know what is equally good for ourselves. They will be punished, not by me, not by nature. And so, by the time they get into being the Alhaji country, you understand what I mean? They will eventually get to Alhaji country. Write it somewhere. Very soon, London will emerge as the Alhaji country. By that time, you will understand what I mean. God has a way of doing his own thing. And so we are very grateful that you're here. We will go to the news, but we are not going to go too deep into this news. We want to see what's going on. We want to keep you abreast. And then we want you to call in and tell us what's going on. Yes, on your own side. It's going to be a two-way traffic today. And so we will be playing some clip. We want you to learn something from the way they are trying to paint us, make us look evil. Even the Yoruba, there is this man they call General, Isama or whatever. Isama or what, that man, oh my God. He has nothing in his head. I said he has nothing upstairs. Coconut. Just coconut, you know how you break the coconut, you just drink the water, and the other one you can, use the knife and pluck it out. That's how the man's head is. I'm being honest to you, it's not that I'm being insulting, but for a man to be denigrating the Igbo race continuously, consistently, saying that all he was painting is that you will listen to him. You will listen to him. Let me not let the cat out of the bag so early. I want you to listen. I want you to be the judge. But before we get there, your ears must be as sharp or sharper than that of Elekentioba. And so we want to say to you, make sure you join us and tell others to join us. We'll take a break. When we come back, I said we'll take a break. When we come back, we will begin to look at this news and news analysis. We will not take so much, but because we want you to call in, we want you to tell us, give us your own take on all these things. Africa is becoming a graveyard. Indeed, like they said, it's a graveyard. It's a cemetery.
Get an email. You gotta go to your email.
So Nori, watch this shit. Listen.
Putin.
Vladimir Putin says Africa is a cemetery for Africans.
Oh.
When an y'all listen to this shit. When an African becomes rich, his bank accounts are in Switzerland. He travels to France for medical treatment. He invests in Germany. He buys from Dubai. He consumes Chinese. He prays in Rome or Mecca. His children study in Europe. He travels to Canada, USA, and Europe for tourism. If he dies, he will be buried in his native country. Africa is just a cemetery for Africans. How could a cemetery be developed? But that
Radio Biafra International, empowering the people.
Ideas don't come out fully formed. They only become clear as you work on them.
The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation.
Whatever your dreams are today, dream even bigger. Wherever you have set your sights, raise them even higher. And above all, keep going.
Keep moving, people. Keep reading. Keep nourishing what makes your voice unique and defend it.
Make it your intention to serve through your life with purpose. You will have a blessed life.
No matter how cliche it may sound, you will never truly be successful until you learn to give beyond yourself. Empathy and kindness are the true signs of emotional intelligence.
The future is full of challenges, but there are even more opportunities.
The most important thing I learned is that we are not born with a certain amount of resilience. It is a muscle, and that means we can build it.
Our generation can bring people together like no other. You can innovate, create, and lead. Dream big, and then dream bigger. A more innovative dream, a more inclusive dream.
Yes, you're still tuned to Radio Biafra International. This is a live program coming your way this evening or morning or afternoon, depending on where you reside on this globe we call the world. Of course, we are live. We want you to participate. We will be going to news and news analysis at this point. And guess what? We will be taking them on the surface. We may not dig so deep. Let's look at the headlines of this news. Very, very important. There's so many of them, but we just want to take a very few of them. There's one said, breaking, police arrest suspected murderer of Enugu Catholic priest. You believe them? That's the first news. And they said, INEC, again, INEC to announce timetable for PVC collection. Others in Bayelsa, Kogi. That's the second headline. I'm bringing this because this is PVC. They have no server. You will see. you will understand where we're going from here. Nigeria is a dead zone. I have to be honest to you. And the other news have it as the oppression of Igbo in Nigerian state is beyond marginalization by Dr. Nwogu, yes, ex-Ohaneze Ndibo, Ohaneze secretary. He's saying the oppression is beyond what they may call or what they want to describe as marginalization. And the last but not the least, yes, very important, you may be asking, they said, why we brought El Zazaki back to Nigeria? That's the federal government. Federal government, they are bringing El Zazaki back. Don't forget, the man asked them, allow me to go and get cured of both the shooting you people gave to me and all the things you have inflicted on me. Federal government, leave the man. You shot him now? No. But they still want to go, and they say they want to follow him to the hospital. They want to do that. You can see what's going on. But it's for now. Very soon things will come to pass. I'm being honest to you. And so let's take it one after the other. Breaking news. Police arrest suspected murderers of Enugu Catholic priest. Suspected killers of a Catholic church priest, Reverend Father Paul Ufu, have been arrested. Enugu State Police Command confirmed on Friday. The press reports that this was disclosed by Commissioner of Police in Enugu, CP Suleiman Balarabe, during a press briefing at the command headquarters. Father Ufun was murdered early this month at Ogu area of the state, a development that sparks outrage. I don't believe them. I have to be honest with you. I don't want to waste time. But let me see whether any of our people believe what they are saying, because everybody is entitled to his opinion. Let me go to RMF Lokando. Please help us with this. They are saying, because there was a news sometime in the past that, of course, alluded to that fact that the man has been arrested. But they are saying, but after they said the first one, some other people got killed and another chief got kidnapped and so many other things happened. Instead of the governor to know what to do, do you know that this man left what he's supposed to do? To go and destroy the cave in the name that bandits, God, cave that was given to Enugu State by God himself, nature. Oh, ignorance is a disease. Oh, I'm being honest with you. I'm being very honest with you. Rather than go and secure the cave and use it for tourist attraction and keep those things, because, God. Anyway, let me go to you, RMF and I know you have what it takes to do justice. Tell us what you think. And listeners, you can call in and tell us your own take on this when it is time. Go ahead, Mazi RMF Lokando.
Yeah, Mazi, for today. Let's look at first forward the killing of the Reverend Father, and the announcement that killed him. I'm concerned. Okay, they are the Fulanis and their and their Fahadia and their Bubuya, all kinds of things combined, will never. This is their method all the time. They will always give two versions, three versions to any situation. But for the gullible, you just swallow all of them. But for us now, I will tell you now with confidence, with our radio, who have taken the time to research about the planets, and we are able now to present it to you. What presenting it to you is very condescending.
or they're far from it. That's not our style. For Radio Biafra International, we are a radio station that is motivated, that is that wants to educate our people, because for centuries our people have been deceived. Our people have been taken advantage of because our people are giving people. Our people believe in. Our people believe that when you to kill off their own shares, and so on, so on. So this is the pattern of the days. Where they will go, they will not start talking about it. He is the chief corrupt person in the world. It is the Fulanis. Let's use a Buhari example. We are in a democratic environment. Out of 16 or 17 security chiefs, all of them are Fulanis. This is in a multi-ethnic environment, multi-religious environment. But Fulanis are everywhere, from the president to the Senate, to everywhere down the map. Nobody is even saying anything. I was reading yesterday one of my friends was now a story with since 1966, and now I it. So I a question. Most of our people who say they are leaders, they are not leaders. So that's it for Fulani. Do not take Fulani for whatever they do. If they stop wrong and not be taken by the works, I have come to the full realization they are. Nigeria. Everybody else over. That's why the House don't even understand their history. Apart from the work being done by BIAS, especially Radio Biafra International, that is digging things and presenting, they don't even know what hit centuries ago. But we are back live. We have come to understand who the Fulani is, and we constantly walk anyhow. The Fulani from Nigeria, just like Ghana, and it to them. Some a year ago. We find out why we try to that is there. This is just like a Munike cave and so on. These are things you will use. How else you use money? How do I say? Whatever intellectual capacity you have to share. And some of you talk to you keep on breakthrough. Oh, perhaps you want to do some work. You want to work. You want to do physical work. You want to do this today. You are in tune with this. But unfortunately, we'll go to the Wednesday and the pastors are asking you to come why they are getting richer and you are getting poorer. We have to really, I'm not talking about this against any church, but I'm saying we must not get our poor that you can any without hard work. Hard work is for when to try to destroy the cave, it shows the level of his intelligence, right? Because the leader of any state, of any state, no responsibility to create ways and means to make money and to look nice. It's your responsibility. But apparently, the set of a group of farmers we have in the eastern states or in the whole of Nigeria, they are only out for themselves. For their taking money, waking up the curiosity in the people to be able to start challenging these governors. Okay, we wait. The leader, do some processes and so. By the time you finish that, you must have that aspect to determine whether they met the criteria that was set. International is all about is the mouthpiece of a Biafra restoration movement. That's how the two are going together to really liberate the whole of Nigeria, the whole of Africa, and the black race. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you, Mazia Hamefluk. And of course, I want to touch base very much with our brother Zebedi Korie. But let's take it from the next news because we want to do very quick on this thing. And the next news is saying, okay, INEC to announce timetable for PVC collection orders in Bayelsa, Kogi State. The details of the news. The Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, in the next few days will announce the timetable for collection of permanent voter card. They call it PVC. And other activities ahead of November 16th, 2019 governorship election poll in Bayelsa and Kogi States. According to National Commissioner and Chairman of the INEC, Chairman of the Commission's Information and Voter Education Committee, IVEC, Barrister Festus Okoye, the timetable for the collection of PVC will be announced at a stakeholders engagement to be organized in some few days' time. Okoye gave the hint at the opening of the two-day national strategy meeting on capturing disaggregated data of persons with disability. I'm stressing this. This is not part of the news. I'm stressing it for you to understand the word capturing in information technology. It has a meaning. That's you can't capture without server. The timetable for the collection of the PVC will be announced at a stakeholders engagement to be organized in some few days' time. Okoye gave the hint at the opening of the two-day national strategy meeting on capturing disaggregated data of persons with disability, PWDS, organized with support from the International Foundation for Electoral Systems in Abuja. True. Okoye said in the next few days, the Commission will announce the timetable for stakeholder engagement for PVC collection and other activities relating to the states where we are going to have a standalone governorship election, and the issue of data collection will be one of the big issues in relation to whether we conduct good elections in Bayelsa and Kogi. Now, Okay, I'm going to stop it here. Okay, there's something I need to get. He said something. Let me finish. Chairman of the Commission's Outreach and Partnership Committee (OPC), Dr. Adekunle Ogunmola, said the meeting was a needed platform for knowledge and experience sharing that will ultimately lead to useful input and far-reaching recommendations on the best methodology and the scientific approach to explore for the capturing of disaggregated data of PWDs to deepen their participation in the electoral process. He noted that according to the World Report on Disability published in 2011, stated that about 25 million Nigerians have at least one disability or the other. However, with the population figure of Nigeria being put to over 200 million based on the latest United Nations estimate, naturally there will be an upward swing in the population figure of PWDs in the country. Granted the huge population, PWDs are too important to a demographic group to be ignored in planning in all spheres of human endeavor, including processes of election. The last he added, it is fully primed to collaborate with stakeholders to explore ways of capturing disaggregated data of PWDs and utilizing the empirical findings and recommendations of such studies to facilitate access and participation of the PWDs. Now, I am going to our people on the platform. I want them to look at, this issue of INEC. And why am I saying this? INEC said no server. I want to repeat. INEC said no server. It's interesting to hear the same INEC discussing in the tone. You see, the word data, as far as science is concerned, as far as information technology is concerned, can never, quote me, can never, of that magnitude, can never ever be done on a sheet of paper. Do you understand me? Can never. I said it's impossible. Yes, impossible, according to my friend. It's impossible to have data of such. He had when he said the PWDs, they're about 25 million. And if that is the case, that even half of that, even 1/4 of that can never be managed on a piece of paper. And INEC, in a broad daylight, lied and said they have no data. Let me go quickly to our brother Ochinawata. Yes, Ichedike Ochinawata Ijofo, because it looks like Zebedi. I don't know what happened. The network dropped. Let me come to Ichedike Ochinawata. Go ahead. I don't know what these people are saying. They are talking about data again, capturing again. They are talking about server because, don't believe me, go and Google this thing and say data captured on, you see what it will tell you. Because for data to be managed, you have to have what we call database. And this database is an application. What does it do? It manages all the data. It arranges them in proper array, in proper table, in proper format, in proper structure. They are structured data. And this kind of data of election is structured because you have your name, you have your sex, you have so many other, things that will describe you. You have your fingerprint. These things cannot hang in the air. I didn't say there may. You get my word and my language. There must. I said I can bet it with my life. There must be server to manage those things. But these people are lying. I don't know why you still want to believe them. Ochinawata, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you again, my brother and the thing is this. I quietly was having a dinner, was it last week or sometime last week in my house. And my wife and I were having a conversation. And my wife looked at me and told me one thing that is very, 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 very profound. I went to bed pondering over how she came up and said such a thing. You know what she said? He said, Nigerian problem cannot be solved. And I asked why. And she said, because the solution of Nigerian problem, the solution to the problem is the problem. And it threw me back to think how, okay, now, the solution to the problem of Nigeria is actually the problem. So how can you solve the problem? So it is impossible to solve that problem because the solution to that problem is actually a bigger problem than the problem itself, quote and unquote. So I went to bed puzzling and thinking, and I cannot even understand it. It's very difficult for me to comprehend. And I pride myself as somebody who can think. So in the next morning, I woke up and I said, listen, you said something last night, and that thing you said, kept me awake all night, and I'm pondering in my head, why would you? And he said, the reason why he said it is simply that there is no single solution. Every solution you profile in Nigeria is a problem bigger than the problem we are confronting. What are you going to do, the Fulanese? Nigerians are not even interested in facing their problem. So first of all, you have to get Nigeria to be interested in solving their problem. So that is the problem by itself. Now, Nigerians doesn't believe in what is truthful. So while Americans prosecute people for lying, Nigeria prosecute people for telling the truth. So how are you going to tell? What are you going to begin? Where? You're going to begin by what? When you tell the truth in Nigeria, you are jailed, you are prosecuted, and nobody believes you. So how do you begin to solve the problem? And this has actually eaten into the fabric of the entire population that even the gate man himself will lie at the gate. And know he's lying. Tell your guy is not inside the office. Our guy is not inside. I don't know what, and he will act like you don't know what you are talking about until you give him bribe, until you give him money. Oh, now, you opened it. Oh, okay, now, go inside. I think our guy has come back. So it's actually a complex situation. And Nigerians have been beaten for so long that they have actually come to live that as a lifestyle and have lived it as this is fine, this is normal. So the abnormality of life becomes normal. So you see, that was the answer. And I couldn't figure that out. I said, okay, that's where you're going and that's where you're coming from, eh? That makes sense. It makes sense because even the British, when they left a snake and left cheaters and all those people who are actually highway robbers to be in charge of Nigeria and people that know nothing of peace. And we profess to you, peace be unto you. And that peace be unto you is basically to gauge and see how you are going to react. If you don't react the way they want, now you are looking for war. The people that told you peace want to kill you. And they want to kill you because they believe that God has empowered them upon to come to your house. And when they make it to your house, it is God's will now for them to do with you whatever they wish. And that is the mentality of the Fulanese. And Nigerians kept quiet and kept aloof, scavenging for the resources of Biafrans and left the Fulanese in control of these dead carcasses we call Nigeria. And everybody is jumping up and down and trying to cut a peace and trying to cut a piece of the resources of Biafran people and left Biafrans completely out of the equation. And when Biafrans shout, and when Biafrans try to protest, and when Biafrans try to raise their hands, they are beaten down continuously, that even our own prefect has now risen up to join the masters and join the perpetrators and the humiliators of their own people. Because you know why? If you raise your hand, they will hand you maybe a piece of meat that has fallen out of the Biafran resources, and now it is for everybody to grab a piece. And those who are not going to be able to get it will not get it. And those who belong, whose this dead animal belongs to, cannot take a piece. No, unless you raise your hand. And if you raise your hand, then they give you a piece of meat, and then you sit down quietly. That is why they can perpetrate these lies over and over and over. That is why they can sit idle and allow Buhari, an uneducated person that have been proven to not to have a basic certificate, to be ruling a country with great men and women of intellect. That is why they allowed Buhari to be able to replace every important government functionaries with Fulanis. And nobody is able to raise a voice. Because when you raise a voice, they hand you that piece of meat. And then you grab yours and you sat down. And the class is looking. Prefect, do something. Why can't you do something? And we are clamoring and telling our governors and our political class, what are you doing? Do something, do something. And they say, oh, keep quiet. Don't wait. Let us just basically handle this thing quietly. Handle easy. Why? Meanwhile, they are looking for way out, looking for sea route to India, sea route to America, and finding the airways or air routes, whatever it is to Germany, while their people are languishing, and they are killing people, and they are killing even the Reverend Fathers, who bring good news of salvation to their people. And then they are basically massacring people and kidnapping people in the middle of the night, and they are vanishing. People are basically, it is like a bucket. You have a bucket full of water, but that bucket is leaking. If it's leaking, my brother, I can guarantee you in coming hours, in coming days and weeks, that bucket will be empty because the water has already leaked out of it, and quietly. So the Fulanese and the Buhari government has systematically, and their security operatives, systematically kidnapped Biafrans in the middle of the night and killed them quietly and dumped them in mass graves. And our people are shouting, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. How can we pray? We are a prayer point. Let us fix Nigeria. Let Nigeria be good. And I'm saying, like, what in the hell? How in the hell can you turn a leopard? How can you turn a snake into a goat overnight? How do you expect Fulanese to be able to change? And that brings me to another question I had with my brother. And he said, even though my argument was sound, then how do you turn your people who are peace-loving into a killing machine? How do you do that? How do you turn your own people who are very peaceful, people of God, people of conscience, people who knew, people who believe, people who believe truth is life, people who believe that human beings are beauty of God's own creation. How do you turn them now into a killing machine? When one single Fulanese can evict a village with a machete or AK-47, They kill without fear. They kill without mercy. They kill without regard to nothing. They kill you because they believe that you are infidel, you're supposed to be slaughtered, and people are still sitting down talking about, yes, one Nigeria, let us pray so that Nigeria will be good. How do you solve this problem? How? That is why you can conduct election. With all the whole factor of conducting election, and you stole it from the people, stole people's mandate, and turn around and said, what are you talking about? And people are going about saying, defending it. INEC said, oh, we didn't have computers, we didn't have server, we didn't do this. And this is Nigerian media. Because they raised their hand, and the meat was cut and given to them. That is why we Biafrans must always recognize our stand in this struggle. That is why we must always understand why some of us decided that enough is enough. We have crossed the Rubicon. There's no going back. That is why some of us have decided that there's nothing else we can do with Nigeria. Nigeria is done, and Nigeria is dead, and Nigeria not to be buried. And that's the only solution. Thank you, my brother Nemene, for having me today.
Thank you, our brother. Of course, Ejiofor Ochinawata, yes, he Chedike himself. And let's go to our next brother, Mazi Zebedi Korea. Zebedi, we just discussed the issue of INEC saying they are doing PVC. They want to register people again for the election coming in November for the Bayelsa and Kogi. And the question, they are talking about data and data and data. We have our brother again, Uzochukwu, who came in not quite long, because he understands what data is all about. So I'm saying here, INEC have to come clean. How come INEC mentioning data, mentioning capturing, mentioning that, and saying that they are about 25 million? Is this data going on a sheet of paper? Do you capture the fingerprint on a sheet of... People lie. I'm only saying this because not too quite long, INEC came and said they have no server. INEC is a horrible thing. Go ahead, Mazikuri.
Mr. Nemene, greetings, my people. My name is Zebedi Ejike Korea, the host of Miro African TV. What I would like to chip in all these things that I'm just hearing, I will not sound friendly. I will kick my people. I will kick Nigeria. First of all, if you are driving a car or you bought a new car, and that car has a problem of plug, and you change the brake, you change the tires, you change a lot of things, but you are not touching the plug, I don't believe that you will enjoy that vehicle. Nigeria, we are mistaking Nigeria right from day one. Nigeria has never been and will never be a country. Nigeria is a company, and there is no way you will expect general managers to run a company like a nation. It will never work. Here in German or in Germany, if you go to Nigerian embassy, they will before they will tell you everybody should go to Berlin to apply for passport. What does it take? You are into infotech. You need to do those passports in every Nigerian embassy's consulate using one server. Why the central office will print those things and use diplomatic means to deliver it. They don't do it that way. If you are in Bayern, you should drive almost one day to Berlin and if you miss one document, you got to go back. They don't care. So talking about INEC, what are the system that INEC is using, my brother? First of all, the first day I saw that machine, if you have seen somebody working in logistic companies, that's the same machine they used to scan the goods in those big warehouse. You understand?
Nigeria is not a country. Nigeria is a company. So let's keep that one side. They're just fooling the people, fooling the masses, fooling those living in that country, giving them hope for them to think that they are into a nation or into a country while they are their company. So on that side, I would push it one side because people need to wake up. So in other side, I heard my brother talking about the herdsmen, the Fulanis, and whatever. We keep on speaking Okpokpo Beke, all of us, all Igbos. Where we end up is who sound the too Igboitic, who speak the best English, who twist the best tongue, and you will be making noise. A man without certificate is ruling you. I would tell my people, pack that your certificate and your English, throw it inside bush, because you have nothing. You don't know what they call strategic. The people you are dealing with, you keep on underrating them, thinking that they are illiterate. You are well educated. You are fool. Another thing, those cows they are moving around with, you thought that it is owned by the Fulanis and the Hausas. Wrong. You are making mistakes. You are governor. Most of your governors, senators, Iguani, this vice senate president, all of them owns those cattle. It is their property. And these Fulanis are their workers. My brother, without the authorization of your people, no Hausa will dare you. Quote me right. Your people let them in and ask them if they block the road, do this or do that. And we should stop, like our brother just mentioned before, they kill a reverend father, somebody who brought in. Reverend father, has he ever come out to tell the people that he's preaching to that I am extended hand of the colonial masters? Roman Catholic is owned by the Romans. What are they doing in Nigeria? What are they doing in Igbo land? Are they developing our people? Every day they are packing bags of money back to Rome. What are we getting in return? Who is building those cathedrals? So please excuse me with those painted words that we used to paint when things come, when things start going wrong. With even though your brother, also a reverend father, he said that God talked to him that Buhari will be the blessing to Nigeria. So we should drop all this nonsense, drop all this grammar, and call ourselves back to book. Listen, those living in Britain, those living in US, all these things we are talking, you are the one pissing on Igbo people. Accept it now. All of you living in US, because the people that controls the planet is United States and Britain. They own the world. You won't tell me if you keep on bombarding the senators of United States, find out the number of their fax number, keep on bombarding them with the pictures of the atrocities going on in Nigeria. Posting it to them, giving them calls. Just make sure that they don't have peace. It's your right. It's your right. You can do it. You are not committing any crime. You want them to do something. You want them to look into the affairs of your people. But you will come here, paint the English, try to tell me whatever. Please excuse me. You know what to do. I'm living in Germany, and Germany is under occupation of United States and Britain. That's why we can do just little. But when the Igbos, the Biafrans living in US, decide to liberate their people, my people, they know what to do. And most of the people living in US, don't forget, they are also runaway soldiers of the so-called Biafra military men. They are now residing in US. Everything is there for them. They have forgotten the reason why they were sent to that country, to care about your people. All of them, most of them are into politics. Have you ever looked to your people? These people are the men. When you go after them, disturb them, don't give them any sleep, any rest until they mention Biafra in the parliament. Do you need cockroach brain to think. If you care about the people they are killing in Africa, if you care about the people they are killing in Biafra land, you will know what to do. If you care, don't come here to put any rubbish to me. I don't buy this rubbish again. First, the war, they have declared it on you. Are you fighting back? They will overrun our people. All the whole youths we have in that place are lining up in embassies of foreign countries looking for a way to run away because you have forgotten them. Go to McDonald's, eat your burger, whatever, and what do you do at the end of the day? You come and we got to do something about it. We need to do something about it. About it what? People are dying. The owners of the planet are living in that place where you are living. You are eating with them, sitting with them. Have you ever mentioned Biafra when you are talking to your mayors or even though the caretakers of your community? You don't dare do that because you never value Biafra. You don't dare speak Igbo so that they don't know that you are African. You have another country enslaving yourself, claiming that somebody is pushing you out. Mr. Nemene, thank you very much. God bless you.
Yes, thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yes, thank you. And yes, let's look at the remnant of the news of today. Yes, we have to be very quick. And people out there, don't get us wrong. You have your own time. You can call in and make your contribution, of course. We will be going to that news that indeed is looking at something very interesting. And this time around, we will be checking out the El Zazaki and what they need to tell us. Because Nigeria is a very deceptive, very, very deceptive country. And they said, why we brought El Zazaki back to Nigeria? Yes, one may be asking this time around, why are we reading this news? We want you to understand who Nigeria is. You could decipher that from this news. The federal government on Friday raised the alarm over alleged plans by the leader of the Islamic movement of Nigeria, Ibrahim El-Zazaki, to seek asylum. The government specifically said his actions in India demonstrated malicious intent that were capable of embarrassing the governments of Nigeria and India. A statement issued in Abuja by the Permanent Secretary in the Federal Ministry of Information and Culture, Grace Ishu Gekpe, entitled The Reparation of Ibrahim El-Zazaki from India, said the wife of the IMN leader also antagonized the Indian and Nigerian security agencies and accused them of killing her children to win international sympathy as well as disparage the Nigerian government. The statement reads, the federal government wishes to inform the public about the latest development in the Ibrahim El-Zazaki medical trip controversies to India. The government notes with dismay the act of misconduct exhibited by El-Zazaki that necessitated his repatriation. The earlier statement of August 14, 2019 by the government addressed the issues that would have raised some questions with the latest occurrences, and particularly the uncelebrated return of El-Zazaki from India. The public may note that El-Zazaki's action in India demonstrated malicious intent that were capable of embarrassing the governments of Nigeria and India, with a total disrespect and complete loss of decorum for international procedure. While in India, he initiated contact with a team of lawyers led by Ali Ziakabai Chumdaru and Gujan Singh in that country. He also contacted some non-governmental organizations such as the Islamic Human Rights Commission and other shared group. His aim was to seek asylum and eventually relocate to another country. It is important to note that if an Indian court had granted El-Zakzaky asylum or leave to travel to another country, it would have violated the Nigerian court order that granted him permission to travel for medical treatment. However, he used the opportunity of being in India to attempt to internationalize his cause by mobilizing the rights group. Even most unfortunate and rather embarrassing, as earlier stated, was his quest to be relocated to a 5-star hotel to receive visitors instead of being admitted in the hospital as sick person he claimed to be. In spite of his misconduct, El-Zakzaky's spouse went further to antagonize Indian and Nigerian security agents and accused the latter of killing her children. These acts were aimed at winning international sympathy as well as disparaging the Nigerian government. Having subordinated the quest for medical treatment to other ulterior motives, it became obvious that El-Zakzaky was focused on realizing some sinister motives, thus the decision to return him to Nigeria. I want to go to our brother, Mazi Uzochukwu. Mazi Uzochukwu, this is El-Zakzaky. Yes, we do know. He's saying they killed the children. Nigeria is trying to deny it because by their statement, they are trying to exonerate themselves that they were not the one who killed the children of this woman. That's number one. Number two, this man wanted to treat himself, and then you are forcing him to take treatment where you have arranged. You that killed him, you that of course shot him, you that made him to be in that position. You are the same person that wants to, of course, give him, care for him, medically. You want to bring the injection that they will give to him. I don't understand. How will you describe this? Yes, Mazuza Chukwuonye, I want you to weigh in very quickly.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Biafrans and friends of Biafra and all our esteemed listeners. Let me stand on our existing protocol. You see, the man will be a fool to play to the gallery. Because why is Nigeria government adamant of providing, insisting that he uses the facilities and doctors they provide? He doesn't want it. He has a right. It's his fundamental human right to freely choose where and how and when to take treatment, irrespective of whatever plans the federal government has. So for the news on about their children, these people are, Nigeria is a very terrible state because this is a man talking about his children. His children, you people killed in cold blood. And they are just denying it. What investigations have we carried out? Did Nigeria carry out to support their claims? These people have facts and figures when and how they killed his sons, his children. There is no reasonable counter evidence by the Nigerian government to refute that. They are just making noise. I don't know, that is planning to repatriate the man. Well, he has a right to not come back. He can declare asylum anywhere, anytime. It's his political right. And if India repatriates him, then they have committed a great crime against humanity because it is something that has to do with life. It's a political issue. This man has a valid case against Nigeria government. If not for for Nigerians raising alarm, who knows? Government would not even have allowed him to travel in the first place because this is not the first time Buhari is violating court orders and ignoring it. So, been over 2-3 years, the court granted this man bail, and Buhari decided not to. Where is Dasuki? He's still in detention. For how many years? Over 4 years. since God granted him bail. You see, I mean, it's an opportunity. It's up to him to, to allow himself to be cowed by public uproar or Nigerian government, and any group or individual outside Nigerian government that is supporting Nigerian government, look at it very, very well. They are being sponsored by Nigerian government, because nobody will support Nigerian government against this man, because this man have suffered in the hands of Nigerian government. His family have suffered, has been endangered for years in solitary confinement or house arrest, whichever one, or detention or victory. He has suffered duly for the political realization of the Hausa people, political awakening of the Hausa people against the Fulanis that have held them down. Fulanis that are the majority part of Sunni is Muslims. This man is Shia, most Hausas are. So they are waking up. It's a political thing. It's a religious ideology. This man is being subjugated for nothing other than trying to wake up the Hausa people to realize what Aminu Kano tried to live, to give them. That is to free them from Fulani occupation. So he should put his case clear and well and do everything within his power not to allow government to force him back to this country. He has a right, and government can form all lies to use that he's not there to take medical treatment but all sorts of days. They can cook up everything. After all, Buhari absconded from office for over a month too. Did he tell Nigerians anything? Meanwhile, he has responsibility and obligation towards Nigeria to let them know about his state of health and our movement 24/7. But he did not. Now they want Sasaki to disclose. That is nonsense. Thank you, and God bless you, Mazana.
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. He has a right. I totally and overwhelmingly agree with your submission. Yes, and we will want to look at this by our veteran Ahameflo. And Ahameflo, I don't know if your connection, if it's there now. Go ahead and tell me what you think with this man they call El Zazaki and this Nigeria they want to call, or they are calling it one Nigeria. I don't know what they call it, but I know some people said it's zoo. Some said it's not even up to zoo grade. I don't know. But if you have your contribution, go ahead. Ahame Flokano, thank you very much. Okay, we will be going to our brother. Yes, Zebedi Korea. Yes, I'll come again. Let's understand your own view of what is going on between, because Nigeria, if they tell you to stand, begin to run. Any moment Nigeria is saying to you is good, know that it's horrible. That's how it has always been. This man, they took him to, I thought all the court said was allow him to go for his treatment, and then the court added another clause saying he will be accompanied by DSS. I did not hear where the court said Nigeria will be organizing the medical treatment, Nigeria will be doing this, Nigeria will get the flight for him. I didn't hear that. But here they come with Nigerian flight and everything. At the end of the day, they want the man to see their own doctor. Who knows? The doctor will increase the sickness. Go ahead.
Yeah. Mr. Nemene, Nigeria is quite a funny place, we are those that belong to the elites are allowed to maneuver the court order, do their thing, and go their way without any punishment, But all these things now going on with Ezazaki and Nigerian government should show Nigerian people how powerful Saudi Arabia lobbies are working in Nigeria. Because all these cases now going on is direct order from Saudi Arabia. You know, they are now moving the war between Iran and Saudi to Nigeria. In other part, the Nigerian government sending somebody who need to visit special doctor abroad, and they send in their special forces to accompany them and their own doctor, and they choose the hospital, the environment, and everything. India allowing such a thing also is a dirty slap to human rights. You understand? A normal country will never allow such a thing. You understand? They will always counter it. They will give you an option. If you want this person to go for a treatment, he need rest, and you won't be there tormenting his life. Going there with him is like indirect assassination. They will inject something else in his body, bring him back, maybe release him. After a while, he will die off. We know that Nigerians are capable of all these things. You know, Abiola took tea in American embassy, and that's it. And Sasaki knows the game too. You understand? So the thing there is, you see how we are sympathizing with these people now. That's why we are special people. But if such a thing is happening to our people or anything pertaining to the Igbo people, they will be rejoicing, clapping, enjoying themselves that we are dying. But everything starts in Igbo land, and it will end up in their own body. Thank you. God bless you.
Yes, thank you, Mazi Zebedi. Thank you. Let's go to our brother Mazi Ejiofor Chinawata as we round off on this particular topic, on this news. Let's get to Ejiofor Chinawata, the Ichedike himself, for him to tell us what he thinks. Yes, because I am trying to get at something. Our people have not to realize the kind of deception we are into, and it's not just on one side. So, Ichedike Ejiofor Chinawata, go ahead and give us your take.
Yeah, thank you so much, my brother Nemen. My brother Zebedi, yes, we are very sympathetic, and then they are not sympathetic to us, yes. And I can guarantee you, my brother, the reason is the hatred of Biafrans is a unifying force. There are two things that unifies Nigeria. Two things. Either they are playing football match, or they are hitting and killing the Biafrans. That's it. These are the only time you see Nigerians coming together and Nigerians doing something together. It is simply when they are playing football, or when they are killing, or maybe maiming, or maybe harassing, or maybe intimidating, or maybe basically plundering Biafra land. So we know that to be the truth. So, which is fine. It is fine with Biafrans because we have accepted our faith. And we know that God Almighty, in His infinite mercy and love, will rescue His own people. We know that. And that is the prayer of our forefathers, and that is the prayer of us today. But we are asked to do more. We are asked to do more because this is information age. This is the age when men are called men and women are called women. It is not an age when America and other European countries are calling women men and calling men women. We are not into that yet. We are the people of God, and we believe in what we believe, and we do what we believe we are going to do. And what we are going to do is to save our people. Yes, can we, saving Biafra comes with the belief that righteousness is always golden. So no matter whether it is Elza, Zaki, or anybody else, we believe in Ezioku Boindo. The truth is life. Do justice to all. Elza, Zaki deserve justice, and we will stand on that, whether we get Biafra or not, whether we are agitating for Biafra or not, whether we do whatever it is, we are always going to be justice-based individuals and people. My only concern which I have actually come to resolve weeks and years ago, is that Nigerian people tend to believe whatever it is that comes from the stupid government that they have. So if the government says so, everybody believes it. Oh, yeah, this is what the government says. But then can you think why the government will make that decision? No. Nigerians are devoid of making those decisions for themselves. 30-something years of military regime and military rule in Nigeria has beaten the people's brain into a pulp. They are not competent enough to think or to reason. So we can analyze what is going on, and we know what is going on. And we know that Nigerian government is full of bullshit. They are full of lies and deceptions. But does Nigerians believe it? No. Nigerians cannot believe it. Because you know why? No, the government did. They sent a DOS just to make sure, after all, the man is arrested. And he has some charges pending against him. And you ask the question, what did the man do? What did the man do to warrant all his family to be in jeopardy, to kill his sons and daughter? Was the wife lying? Nigeria is that's Nigerian conversation. So they are devoid of basic thinking faculty or reasoning that makes a human being a whole human being. But I know why, my brother. I know why. Because one, there are some science in America that are actually proven that if you are having financial problem, you are mentally deficient. So if you don't have money, and money is actually a very big concern in your life, yes, your brain will not function fully. It's not going to function well. And that science has proven it. That Nigerians, and that is the agent, that is what the government employs very well as a weapon. They deprive the people. Recently, Buhari has made a pronouncement of the 9 funds from importation of food. You know, not that you are producing enough, no. But you know why? Nigerians are not suffering enough. And that's why they have the ability to be challenging the government. So they employ hunger as a weapon. And they know that when a hungry man cannot really reason because you are busy trying to find out where you are going to find your next meal. So that has been the system of Fulani people. And they have used that effectively in governing Nigeria for the past 50-something years. And Nigerians are yet to wake up to that effect. That is why they select some people and give them bribe and give them money to shut up. That is why you go to Sokoto or you go to Kano, you see the emir living above their means. And these are people who are not even loyalty from day one. I don't know who made them king. I don't know how their kingship actually came. Like the Yoruba letter has actually exposed. You see, the letter written by Oduduwa people, my brother, yes, you mentioned that we are going to frame it. We have to archive that letter for generations to come because it's a masterpiece. But yet, Nigerians will read it and look the other way as if nothing happened. It is the only country, it's the only country in the world where something that has actually enough to provoke a civil war will not even make the morning news. It is only in Nigeria. And somebody expects Biafrans who has traveled all over the world, from North Pole to South Pole, from east to west, north to south, has seen everything and has actually eaten with whomever it is, even the fishes in the sea and everybody in between. And I expect them to come and live in compliance with a country that is already dead and was just needing to be buried. No, Biafran said no. And we said no. And where Biafran stand, that is where we all stand. whether it is from IPOB or from Mossad or BIM or what is it, Biafran Restoration Movement or Biafran Independent Movement or whatever it is, we are all going one direction. We want freedom and nothing else. We want to be free of this particular calamity that has befallen on our people. And eventually in the last, we will tell England that though they read the book, we will write the conclusion. Thank you again, my brother Neman, for having me today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Ichedike Mazi, Ichie Ejiofor, Chinawata. And we have to say to all of our people, and like we said, we have to say to you right now, you have all it takes to chime in and give us your own information. Maybe you have something, news, information within your own area. You need to make the call. Give us that information that will help each and every one of us. Because as it is, Fulani is everywhere. You know that. We are looking for who to send to rescue our people. And yes, you have a responsibility. You can do something. What you can do, I can tell you, maybe what will change the game plan. And so if you want to call us, don't forget our number is +1 786 352 8757. I said +1 786 352 8757. You can as well call +44 2921 286541. I said +44 2921 286541. And you can reach us on our Skype, Radio Biafra International. Yes, just search for Radio Biafra International. But you must pay particular attention to the one that has our logo saying Radio RBI Live on Air. The Live on Air is on, written with red. And so once you meet that logo, that station, a click away will bring you to this channel for you to, in fact, express yourself. Tell us this story around your own environment. And we will be glad when you do that. You can as well call our WhatsApp. Yes, we have WhatsApp. Yes, +1 868 277 8327. +1 868 277 8327. Any of this number, any of these lines, link, you call us on. We will take your call, bring you to channel. But like we said, respect begets respect. Please don't call us and begin to talk something that is not related to what we are discussing here. I just want to make that announcement. And yes, you call us, you tell us what you think, you tell us what's going around your own area, and we will take this call. Let's give you this interlude. When we come back, or the moment you call, we'll take your call. Thank you, and God bless you.
Oh, 2,000 years. After that must be bloodshed. They are still killing the people, causing their children to cry. The sons of men are still shedding blood, cause we got children to cry. In the same vein, I came with one little song. They said I was stepping on their toes, so they caused fire and sought to prevent harm. Like their fathers to the prophets of old, they don't know I know. They are still using and refusing this system. And this time the prophet gets something and cannot do this now. The wicked get unbelievable. Because they got children to cry. Too much blood, too much innocent blood.
Our cry soon every year. No one can tell us see or she did. Cause we dying like one shower, nobody care about us. Our blood is wasted every day. All we agitating is alright. Freedom of the Biafra is all we need. And backward never. Forward ever. No one can stop us now. You're purified, and sanctified, the light of your nostril. For to breathe, we can be strong. Purified, and justified. Kill all the traitors in our midst. Which to breathe we can be strong. Freedom, your friends. Chukwabiama, your creators, God and protect all our leaders.
Yes, sir, we are still on a live program today, the 16th day of this month of August 2019. Of course, we have our first caller on the WhatsApp. Go ahead, 2811. Go ahead. Thank you and God bless you.
Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon. My name is John Anthony Onyefu, calling all the way from Akwa Ibom State. I'm from Enugu, but we reside in Akwa Ibom State. So, first and foremost, I want to thank Mazi Ochina Wata, the panelists, those that are doing the news analysis, Mazi Ochina Wata, Mazi Amefuna, Mazi Zebede, and also the sister, something like that. I want to thank you people so much for a job well done. And also our presenter, Mazi, what I'm going today, this time, every Biafran to know there is fire on the mountain. Here, where we walk in Akwa Ibom State, in Ezomori, after our two-boss meeting, immediately we review our GLA. About 9 of us, we do say prayer for restoration of Biafra, not knowing every time we do this, there is a particular white man that is always observing what we are doing. So there was a day we are just discussing, so I just trip in about Biafra. So now the white man say yes. That reminds me. Well, do we think that Biafra is going to come? I say yes, of course, sure. So I asked him, is there anything that you have to trip in Biafra? Is there anything you have in mind for asking such questions? So the white man said, well, he said Biafra is going to come on one condition. I said, how? He says, he went further to say that our people, the people that have investment in Yoruba land and also in northern area, they are the ones frustrating the restoration of Biafra. And this is a man that is not from Nigeria. He says that they were thinking that whatever the investment they have in those Yoruba lands, those that have in northern area, they were saying that the restoration of Biafra is just to liberate only the poor alone. That they already have what it takes, and they are not ready to give up, or they are not ready to let go of their investment or whatsoever. That the Europe and don't forget that this thing they are fighting for is for their own good. That if they did not act fast, if they did not act now, and you unite themselves, because these people make these people to have disunity within them and their people. They bring disunity, giving them the impression that when they allow Biafra to come, they are going to lose.
use or they cannot do business in other places in Biafra land. Then the white man went further to say that if these people, these men, if they continue like this and they allow this evil to occur, that whatever the investment they thought they have, the company they thought they have in Yoruba land, in Hausa land, they are going to lose them because they will be taken away from them. And then it will be too late when they will start looking for people to buy the company. Nobody is ready to buy. Then it is too late. If they must have died and gone, thinking they left enough investment for their children or for their family, the tears of their parents, the tears of their children, and the suffering of their children will keep on tormenting them anywhere they are. Because you know why? Those things they left behind, those legacy left behind, will be taken away from this same Fulani. And this Fulani will concentrate on those people that have big investment, that have companies. They will make sure that they cripple their family. Their family cannot even grow, not to talk of working. This is a man that is not from Nigeria. And it went further to say that if these people can come together and bring their investment back to Biafra land, we have a place like River State, we have a place like Onisha, which is Anambra, we have Newi, we have Aba. If they can bring their investment back home, he said that over them, the white people, will be begging for visa to come to Biafra land to do business. I was shocked. If a man that is not from our country can analyze and see what is going on in our country, and our big men will be busy, relaxing in their comfort zone, thinking they have made a lot, thinking they have all it takes, they are making a big mistake. I am urging them, I am pleading with them today for them to rethink and act fast when it is not too late. It is time for them to come together. It is time for them to know that there is fire on the mountain. My father once told me, because he is among the soldiers that fought the Biafra war. He said there is nothing. Anytime you are doing any transaction with a Yoruba man, you should be very careful. Because you know why? Immediately they call you Omo Igbo. What they are thinking is how to betray you. The moment they call you Omo Igbo, they are thinking of how to betray you. They will allow you to lay all your investment. They will allow you to put all your effort. They will allow you to put all your money, all your time. At the end of the day, all those things will be taken away from you. It becomes vanity upon vanity. And I say, Igwebike means togetherness is strength. Bring your investment back to your fatherland. I'm saying it to you. I'm not wishing you bad luck, but I'm telling you what is going to happen. If you did not unite with your people, you so-called those men that have investment in Yoruba land, making those politicians, and also those people that thought they have all it takes. They have all it takes. They don't care about other people. If you did not come together now and join this race and bring your investment back home, then in time to come, you will see that what they are doing now is for the betterment of your children and generation unborn. Because whatever you bring back home is what is secure. Whatever you have in Yoruba land today, whatever you have in the northern land today, it is not yours. I am telling you, but nothing but the truth. If it's a man from a different country can analyze that those called rich men that thought they have all it takes, is Yoruba land. If can analyze that at the end of the day, they will lose all those things because they will run for their dear life. They will not even think of their